Hi, my name is Jason Zalva, and I'm here to tell you why your self-defense class doesn't work. Specifically, your rape defense class doesn't work. This is not going to be popular news. My martial art buddies aren't going to like this. I'm going to tell you why your self-defense doesn't work. And I'm also tell you why the self-defense I teach doesn't work. Here's the problem. Most of your rape defense classes, such as RAD and all the other ones that every school seems to offer for women, they teach good techniques. Now there are some bad ones, we've seen some bad ones, we all remember them. I'm not talking about those. The techniques are decent. A lot of techniques are sound. But there's a big problem that's missing when it comes to self-defense. You see, those techniques will work for a woman who is walking down the street and some stranger in the alley, because that's what happens, they're walking down the street and a stranger in the alley grabs her and attempts to rape her. Those techniques will work fine. There's nothing wrong with those techniques. Because let's face it, the rapist doesn't want someone who's willing to fight back. Just like the lions and the antelope, they always go after the slowest, the weakest ones. They don't go after the one running the fastest, right? They go after weak victims. It's the same with human behavior. The predators go after the weak ones. So if you fight back, if you're strong, you're confident, they're going to leave you alone. We know this. But that's not how over 95% of rapes occur. Let's be honest. You're watching this right now. You yourself may have been a victim of sexual assault. You may know someone who's been a victim of sexual assault. Your family member, your friend. Or maybe you're the one that caused it and you're watching this. Let me explain why the self-defense doesn't work. Because when you take an average person, a girl, let's go and say 12, 13-year-old girl, and she is alone with an uncle, a creepy uncle, and he starts doing things to her. She sees him as a family member, an adult, an authority. How is she going to use those techniques that you taught her? Whether it be the gouge out the eyes, the palm heel, whatnot. How is she going to use that to hurt her uncle that everybody loves, that she loves? And let's face it, she's a young girl. Is anyone going to believe her? You see, this is a problem. The sexual assaults aren't coming from the guy in the alley. Unfortunately, some of them happen in churches. That's right. Churches, you're held accountable too. If you know of something you need to take care of, you need to call police. I stand here as a member of my church, and we have protocols in place. And I assure you that if something happens, law enforcement will be involved instantly. They happen in different areas where men have authority over young boys and young girls. They happen in schools. You see, most sexual assaults happen by someone who has authority over the other person. So that victim is weak enough to where they don't know how to fight back. Now, they might be physically strong enough to fight back, but they're not going to because they're scared, because this person has authority over them. So how do you change that? How do you make them say, I'm going to fight back against my creepy Uncle Joe who's assaulting me? If you're watching this has already happened to you, I'm sorry. This is not an easy subject to talk about. but it needs to be addressed. There are so many, people have said that the statistics show 1 in 4 women have been sexually assaulted. Listen, someone is watching this right now who has been sexually assaulted. And I'm sorry for that. We can't change the past. But you know what we can do? We can change the future. To who you let your kids around. And having an open dialogue with your kids to let them know that no conversation is off limits. Teach the self-defense. Teach your kids how to fight. Teach your kids how to gouge out eyes. Teach your kids how to, grab the nuts and twist if they have to. Fantastic. Teach your girls that. Teach your boys that. This is good stuff. But teach them that no one has a right to touch them that way. No one has that right to do something to them. Teach them that sex is beautiful inside the confines of marriage. Teach them how it is God ordained inside the confines of marriage. It's a beautiful thing. But if someone tries to hurt them or do them, no matter who it is, let them know it's wrong and that they should be able to tell you about it. And teach them it's okay to yell and scream. It's okay to hit someone, strike someone, no matter who they are, even if they are a teacher, someone in the church, a scout leader, whatnot. Teach your children. Have that open dialogue with your children. Because ultimately, that is what is going to prevent someone from being sexually assaulted. The communication between the parents and the children and having it go both ways so they're not embarrassed to come to you. It's hard enough to get a rape victim to actually talk about the incident. A college girl, how difficult it is for her to talk about something that happened to her. Imagine how hard it would be for a child. You want to keep teaching your self-defense? Good. Teach self-defense. But do me a favor. Talk about having an open dialogue with your family. You see, it starts here. Having a strong mind. And that person being able to talk to their parent, their father, their mother, grandparents, say, I don't like the way Uncle Joe touches me. I don't like the way he kisses me. Tell them that. Let them know. And you should have alarms go up. It's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to watch my kid real close. And I'll make sure that they're not alone. Hey, this is life. We all have traumatizing experiences. The goal is, let's limit them, okay? I love my children. I have that open dialogue conversation with my kids. They know how much I love them. And we're very cautious of who they spend time with. And if we have any question about anyone, trust me, our radar's on. So keep teaching the classes, but teach the conversation. So your martial arts does work. Your self-defense does work. Like I said, the techniques are good, but they're not fighting the guy in the street against rape. They're fighting their relatives. They're fighting their teachers, their leaders. Teach them. It starts up here. Have that conversation. Hope this was helpful. Hope I didn't upset too many people. Keep training and keep talking. God bless. Okay, I'm done.
Why were you talking that much?
Why was I talking that much? Because I need to talk that much.
I thought